Welcome back to another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. Today we have a post asking, am I the asshole for inviting my sister's ex-husband to Thanksgiving lunch that me and my boyfriend hosted? I, female 32, have 4 siblings, but this issue involves my sister Annie, female 42. Annie married her first husband when she was 21. I was pretty young then and I remember him being kind and caring. But the way Annie talks about him even now, she seems to put some type of saint status on him. Surely no guy is this perfect. He died of a sudden stroke not long after they married. Annie then married John, male 42/43. He's extremely well off and a really nice guy overall, but they ended up divorcing a couple of years ago. Me and my boyfriend ended up being good friends with him. She just kept saying it isn't working out or whatever, but we thought Annie just never tried and held on to her young love. Nevertheless, their decision. Me and my boyfriend hosted a small Thanksgiving lunch this year, mainly family and some friends. We decided to invite John, as again, we consider him our friend and I assumed everyone could be civil, you know. My niece was also at lunch and I thought she and John might want to catch up as well. My assumption Annie could be civil was completely wrong, and as soon as John showed up, she started asking me why he's here and why I would invite him. I replied she knows we're still friends with John and we invited him as a friend. John didn't stay for long, but Annie was pissed. Even my niece got involved saying we never should have invited John and went off at me. I eventually got tired and said it's my house, I can invite whoever I want, and now Annie's turned my niece against John also. He's friends with both me and my boyfriend and we both decided to invite him, end of story. Some of my other siblings said we shouldn't have invited John, and Annie was mad. I just think I should be allowed to invite whoever I want at my own house, so, am I the asshole? Before we go into the comments, I just wanted to say thanks for hanging out with me. If you liked the video, please give us a like and share your thoughts with us. If you would be also gracious enough to subscribe, I post every day. Thanks for watching another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. Now let's go to the comments. Niena Bobena says, "You're the asshole." Not necessarily for inviting him, but for inviting him and not letting her know beforehand. It doesn't matter what you think about their divorce or whether or not you think she tried. You could have given her the respect, as a person, to know someone she recently divorced was going to be invited to be where she was. Simp4Destiel says, "You're the asshole. Yes, it's your house and you can invite who you want. But to not run it past your sister to see if she was okay with her ex showing up? That's extremely rude. Imagine walking into her house for a nice family meal and your ex is sitting there." Little_Grogu says, "You're the asshole. Yes, you are correct that it is your house, but John is just a friend, Annie is your sister. They divorced for reasons that you might not know about, but either way, it still would have been polite and respectful to your own sister to let her know that you invited John. That way Annie and your niece could decide if they wanted to attend still or not. Also, no, Annie didn't turn your niece against John. Seems like John is just a crappy guy and they both don't want to be around him." Fifi Lafru says, "I mean, you are entitled to invite anyone you want to your home, but YTA for not at least informing your sister that you invited her ex-husband before she committed to attending. You actually need to be told to give someone a heads up before you make them sit through a meal with their ex?" Just_some_Australian says, "You're the asshole. You didn't even ask her whether it was okay to invite her ex-husband. This is a huge lapse of judgment on your part. Don't you think it's more important that your own sister is comfortable with the arrangement first? You're allowed to invite your friend, but this is a fully complicated situation and surely you had some insight to know that it would be a sensitive area?" And now for my personal thoughts. This was an interesting one. Firstly, I do understand still being mates with your sibling's ex-wife or ex-husband when they separated from what seemed like an amicable divorce. But it's also fair to say OP may not know the details of why they divorced. But I personally can't help but not overlook the fact that he is very wealthy and she randomly decided to divorce him. But the niece getting involved does throw me off, but also creates more questions. Have you been in OP's position? What would you do? Also, what do you think? Please comment below and share your thoughts. I'd be interested to hear what you all think. Thanks for watching another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. If you liked this story, please click the subscribe button and give us a like. I appreciate you for making this journey with me. Until next time, friends.